the development, and through all kinds of governmental programs of basically ensuring equitable growth, trying to bring the regions. We have something called the Backward Regions Grant Fund, which is bringing resources to regions that have been left behind, regions that have been affected by internal conflict. There is that definitely is an impediment. Or, for example, we have many natural disasters. We have floods, we have tsunamis, we have cyclones, and that has a very adverse impact. So we have programs to mitigate the bad effects of that on people. I think the development as we are dreaming, the kind of growth we are dreaming of, I think unless we ensure a balanced regional growth, so that we have some very well performing states and some states that don't perform that well because of many reasons which I will not go into now. What are our policies that will actually bring them on stream with their more successful counterparts?
What are the worst or best case scenario for India in 2025?
Well, I think the best is India as the country that can bring peace to the world. Okay? And the worst case scenario would be that the internal dissensions and the fissures and the divides, completely sap all our energy, and we are nowhere near the growth.
What kind of relationship do you see between India and Pakistan in 2025, and what will be the shape of South Asia?
I see India and Pakistan, two countries which have their individuality, two countries which have a lot of commonalities, but have their own respective dignities, their own autonomies, coexisting as good neighbors, strong neighbors, economically, economically doing well in their respective spheres, but with a free and frank exchange. The youth mingling as they do today, but because occasional tensions are thrown up and so on. I see them as two neighbors giving strength to each other, because a strong India is definitely good for Pakistan, and a strong Pakistan is definitely good for India.
Where do you see the largest Indian minority, the Indian Muslim, placed in this India's rush to superpowerdom?
I see that the Indian Muslims have, they have got over the trauma of the partition. They have entered, many of them have entered this mainstream, but a lot of them also have been left out. And there are very strong concerted efforts to bring the Muslims into the mainstream, not just symbolically, but actually in terms of very concrete resources being allocated. For example, the one wish of all Muslims is education for their children, and that is something which has been a priority of this government. And I see that that concentration on children's education from the elementary school, that is going to start bearing fruit in 2025. So the youth that is going to now have a chance of entering the best institutions through scholarships, through bursaries and so on, will actually be somewhere in the year 2025. So I feel that whatever we are doing today, we will not see the result of it, but that will definitely become evident in that.
Actually, we have just talked about it, but I would like to touch upon it again. Will India be forced to change some of its norms, values and attitudes as globalization is sweeping the whole world?
Globalization is bound to impact, and it has impacted, and you can see that in the way we dress, our various, the music that we enjoy, the icons that we love, the way our lifestyles are, the way we take our holidays, the way we treat our work week and so on. You can see that impact. it's unnatural to say that globalization is not going to, it's unrealistic that globalization is not going to impact.
Is there anything that bothers you about that change?
The only thing which bothers me is that, you know, countries which have gone far ahead, you know, they are beginning to realize, you know, the importance of some of the values that the newer generations rejected. So you see a kind of coming of full circle. And I feel that instead of actually going the whole hog, maybe we should take stock. And that is why again and again, you know, in school we talk, when we go back and talk to our schools, we talk of something which I heard my father talk about, which is this whole thing of value-based education, which is the importance of working with hands, which is the importance of field experiences. So children, for example, who are privileged children studying in public schools should really have a taste of what it is like to be in a slum and what it is like to be a handicapped child or an HIV/AIDS affected. So I think that spirit should actually become, it's intrinsic to us, and in this horde of trying to globalize, we should not lose track of.
Will the role of religion in public life increase or decrease by 2025?
You are talking of politicized religion. Of course, we are a secular state, so you know, religion doesn't have any place in our public life, and yet we are, you know, we see the demonstration of religion. If you were to ask me, I would say religion is a very private thing. It's something which is, and even in Islam we say lakum dinakum waliya deen, to you your faith and to me my faith, and we exist in peacefully together. So I don't think it has any place in public life. I don't believe in doing rituals and all in public.
But its influence and rifts between religions have been increasing in the past so many years in India and outside India.
That has I think been I mean, I don't know much about other religions. I only know about my own religion, and I feel that it has been highly politicized. It's been used for vested interest. I feel that we have, I mean, I'm talking now as a Muslim. I feel had we only adhered to what Islam, the spirit of Islam is, it would have been a completely different story. And I feel, and I'm going to say something which, you know, is something which was really from my heart. I think the change is going to come from women. Gender is going to bring a big difference. Today, Islam is a very patriarchal religion. Most religions are very patriarchal. But I think the women are going to bring the change, because women, you know, things have to fall in the caring hands of the gender. So that is where the hope is.
Okay. Peter Schwartz talks about inevitable surprises. What will be India's inevitable surprise in 2025?
I can't even guess.
Okay. Okay. What 3 words would you use to describe India today?
As I see it today, it's growing, it's vibrant, and it's rooted.
Rooted. Wonderful. And what 3 words would you use to describe India as you imagine it would be in 2025?
I can't do that.
No? Just 3 words.
I think I think my 3 words for India today are applicable to India of 2000.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Okay.
Growing,
okay.
Vibrant and rooted.
Okay. Dr. Syeda, thank you very much. It was a pleasure to have you with Global Forum. We'll see you again. That was Global Forum TV, a platform for global issues with global perspectives in today's global village. We'll see you again. Thank you.